Hey friends, Rob Phoenix here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry about the lighting. I moved some things around in here and the lighting is just thrown off. I'll try and work on that better for future videos. But as you guys know, I've been kind of moving away from the powwow and Brockerai stuff and trying to explore different types of magic, particularly like sorcery stuff. And a lot of where that's coming from is maybe I'm living in a fantasy world. I don't know, but I spent my whole life reading about magic and, you know, uh, thinking about it and seeing all this stuff about like people with magical abilities and such with. And I've always wanted that. I mean, let's face it, a lot of us are on that. And, the first part of my life, I just like me and my friends just kind of like did all this like weird witchcraft stuff, but really it brought nothing to fruition. And then I uh, threw myself into traditional witchcraft and then later powwowing, over 2 decades of powwowing. And now I'm finding myself ready to move on to something that has a little more actual power to it. Like powwow worked for me better than anything that I've ever tried. Um, but on some level, it didn't satisfy me. It did not satisfy that something deep within me that knew I was meant to do magic. So this year, 2025, Happy New Year, by the way, I decided I'm taking 100% a year off from Powwow and Brockerai, and I am focusing on other things. But I started working through some sorcery stuff with mudras and such with, but I realized yesterday that I have so much baggage in my mind. And it's holding me back because there were some exercises in the Sarah Mastro's book that I really wanted to do and I really tried to do, but I just could not focus properly. So I realized that um, if I'm going to start fresh with something, I need a proper clean slate. And so I've decided that my environment has to start first. So uh, the three of us began the process of decluttering our house. And that meant I started with this room. Josiah did his room. Bill's down in the basement working. Um, I basically came in here with a big lawn and leaf bag, and I thought if I haven't touched it or looked at it or cared about it in 6 months or more, it's gone. I filled that bag totally full with stuff just from this room. You wouldn't believe it. And I wiped down all the shelves. I put books in different places and such with. And I got a new carpeting for it. I moved. There's only two chairs in here and a small round table, but just Sonny had an idea for me to rearrange it, so I did that. He did his room. He got just as much stuff out of his room, and it was basically like, get rid of what you want to get rid of. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to judge. Let's just go. And we did that in the bathroom and mine and Bill's bedroom as well. Today I did the kitchen and I went through cabinets and just threw stuff away, empty cabinets, empty junk drawers, all my herb shelves and such, just cleared it out and did a super deep cleaning, which does not get done often in this house, but we keep things straightened up and we always think, oh, our house is clean. But then when you do a proper cleaning, you realize, yeah, we're pigs, we live in filth, but it was so nice to just do proper cleaning and scrubbing of every little like nook and cranny and just get rid of stuff. Um, I'll make a video in my kitchen soon and you'll see a huge difference because I've made tons of videos in my kitchen. You can just see all this like crap everywhere. It does not look like that now. And so anyway, that's where I'm at. I've decided I'm going to clean the house first and like really properly clean the house. Like I'm going to go through closets. We're getting rid of stuff. What can be donated will be donated. What can be tossed will be tossed. And I want to have closets that I can open the door and actually walk into. We don't have that right now. Right now, you open the door for our closets and the stuff is just like stacked right there. Um, why do we do that? It's like we're hoarders or something. Um, and I'm a person that likes stuff. As you can see around me, I like stuff and I waste so much money on stuff. Um, so I have to do better. But anyway, what this has to do with learning magic is I really have to uh, figure out my crap first. Um, I don't want to dive headfirst into different types of magic. While I still have all this mental clutter and visual clutter and noise clutter, whatever it is that's going on. And so my advice to all of you is if you are just getting started on something or just really interested in um, making magic the focus of your life, then let's take away the focus of other stuff. One thing I hadn't learned years ago, and um, it's kind of funny because the very first lecture I ever did back in the late 90s was called Clean Your House, You White Trash Pig. It was meant to be silly, and it was all about like cleaning stuff out of your house and your life, getting rid of clutter. And one thing I've always liked about myself was my ability to let go. I can let go of something. I can let go, whether it's a person, whether it's an object, things just don't have that sentimental value to me anymore. I'm able to just let go. And I've always been the kind of person that's able to just throw it away and I'm okay. Um, so anyway, that's really coming into play now. And I'm able to let go of the past. I'm able to let go of junk. I'm able to let go of people. But one of the things that I learned is if you have a cluttered situation in your house, like believe me, we do in our closets, or if you just have something that's dirty or like a mess, every time you look at it, you think, ugh. So all you're doing is like sending sort of like a negative energy to it. So every time you look at a room or a closet or a pile of something and you think, ugh, all you're doing is just like charging that pile with more yuck, more negative. And so why would you want that in your house? I mean, we all have it. Especially my kitchen, which was so cluttered. And like you'd open a cabinet and there'd be things just shoved in there for years. It's like, why? And I would just think, ugh. But that builds and grows in your home. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now, getting rid of the yuck. I urge you to do that as well. Just throw it away. If you haven't touched it, if you haven't used it, just get rid of it. If you feel like donating stuff, donate it, but don't feel bad if you just throw it in the trash. It is what it is. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. And I am also studying, I'm still studying the books and such that I have. I got a new one from Jason Miller, like sorcery, I don't know, a Jason Miller sorcery book. Just came today. Again, more stuff, just buy more stuff. I'll never learn. But that's where I'm at right now is cleaning and getting rid of stuff. And I want to get my closets cleaned out. I want to get a whole bunch of stuff cleaned out. And then I think I'll be in a better headspace that I can tackle all these challenges. Because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not going to do a half-assed. I'm not going to just like put the stuff together if my mind is not completely there. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to work through that Sarah Mastro's book. I'm going to do it the way she outlines it, and I'm going to do it right. And that way I can learn the proper methods. That's how it was with powwow with me for years, for over 2 decades. I started off a little shaky, but I decided I was going to do this the right way. And so I pieced together that tradition and I sought out so many people to help me learn it and study it. And every time I learned more information, I put that information out there. It's still out there, pagermanpowwow.com. The website's still there. Hasn't been updated in a while, but that's okay. The information is solid. It's good. And I urge you to check that out if you're still interested in Pennsylvania Dutch powwow. I'll always be. It's my baby. It's something that I love. It's very much a part of me. Um, so there we go. Not sure what this video is about, but anyway, we're looking forward to some snow here tonight, tomorrow morning, which we don't really get that much snow here. I realized today the very last big snowstorm we had was back in 2016. I remember Josani was just this little tiny peanut, and the snow was so deep he couldn't get out of the yard because it was over his head. But there was so much snow that it went on top of our garage, and actually the weight of it collapsed our garage. We've since then rebuilt a new garage and such with, but yeah, so it's time for some snow. Probably won't get anything like that, like 3 or 4 inches. I see I got a text message from work, probably telling us all to work remotely. Um, anyway, I'm blabbing. So that's it. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year to all of you. Um, let's discuss some stuff. I'll continue to make videos on my progress, obviously, but yeah, so there you go. God bless you guys, love you, and let's talk very, very soon. Okay, bye.